The reality TV show American Restoration quickly won over viewers when the History Channel started it. The show starred Rick Dale, a charming and skilled expert who fixed up old vintage items to make them look brand new again. It soon became a hit with fans who dreamed of finding their own treasure in their attics or garages. The show was super successful. But unlike most great shows, American Restoration had a sad downfall that got it cancelled in 2016. What happened that made the show bosses decide to end it? Did something terrible happen behind the scenes? In today's video, we'll discover the tragic accident that brought American Restoration to an end. But first, let's meet the genius behind all the restorations, Rick Dale and his company Rick's Restorations. Rick Dale's early days. Rick Dale's journey into fixing old stuff started way before TV came calling. Growing up in Las Vegas, Rick was always surrounded by old things from the past. He loved old objects and the amazing stories they told. As a kid, Rick spent hours exploring junkyards and antique shops. He was drawn to the mystery and history behind each rusty and beat-up item he found. His natural curiosity and sharp eye for detail made him different from other kids his age. Even when he was young, Rick was great at fixing things. He would take apart old appliances and machines, figuring out how they worked and how to put them back together. This hands-on experience not only made his mechanical skills better, but also made him love the craftsmanship of old times even more. His love for history and saving old things grew, along with his technical skills. Rick was especially inspired by the idea that every object had a story, a special place in history. He felt a strong need to uncover and restore that story. When Rick became an adult, his love for restoration didn't go away. Instead, it got stronger. He decided to turn his hobby into a job. With lots of hard work and dedication, he started Rick's Restorations. Starting the business wasn't easy. Rick faced many challenges, from getting money to finding customers who shared his love for vintage items. However, his strong commitment and amazing talent soon paid off. Word spread quickly, and Rick's Restorations became known for high-quality work and careful attention to detail. Rick's talent for restoration showed in every project he worked on. Whether it was a vintage Coca-Cola machine, a classic car, or an old bicycle, Rick treated each piece with the same level of care and respect. He saw the potential in every rusty old thing, imagining the beauty and usefulness that could come back with the right techniques and materials. His ability to transform these items into beautiful working pieces of history was nothing short of magical. With all this hands-on passion and background in restoration, it's no surprise that Rick Dale caught the attention of TV producers. This led him to appear in a successful show and have his own spin-off, American Restoration. The birth of American Restoration. Before diving into the tragic accident that caused the ending of American Restoration, let's talk about how it came to be. Rick Dale's skills and passion eventually caught the attention of producers at the History Channel. These producers were already running a show called Pawn Stars, another successful show that was based on restoration. They were impressed by his skills and the incredible stories behind the items he restored. They saw in Rick not just a master craftsman, but a storyteller who could bring history to life through his restorations. That's what pushed them to suggest the idea of making an entire show around him and his skills. At first, Rick wasn't excited about the idea. He didn't see the need to build an entire TV show around those specific skills, since his work at the time focused mainly on fixing gas stations and vending machines. However, after some convincing by the production staff, Rick decided to go along with it. This led to the creation of American Restoration, a show that would showcase Rick's talents and the fascinating world of antique restoration to a bigger audience. The rest, as they say, is history. The idea was simple, but exciting. Take old, often rusty items and transform them into beautiful, working pieces of history. Each episode of American Restoration promised a mix of history, craftsmanship, and the magic of seeing an object's transformation. With his rugged good looks and genuine excitement, Rick became an instant hit with viewers. His skills covered a wide range of items, from vintage Coca-Cola machines to classic cars and antique toys. No project was too big or too small for Rick and his team. Besides Rick, the show also featured a colorful cast of supporting characters, each bringing their unique skills and personalities to the shop. Rick's younger brother Ron Dale was the comic relief, always ready with a joke or a prank. Despite his playful nature, Ron was a skilled mechanic and an important part of the restoration process. Rick's wife Kelly handled the business side of things, making sure everything ran smoothly. Their son Tyler Dale was the eager student, learning the trade under his father's watchful eye. Other key team members included Cowboy, a talented fabricator known for his rough exterior but soft heart, and Brett Levershop's lovable but often clumsy assistant. Together, they formed a close-knit family that connected with viewers, adding to the show's appeal. For 6 seasons, with this premise and team, American Restoration was launched and quickly made its way into the public's heart. It had an average of 2.9 million viewers per week. It would even achieve the highest rating ever on History Channel, with 6.5 million viewers. But despite all this, American Restoration eventually ended because of a tragic accident. The story isn't as straightforward as you might think, and it involves more than just a tragic accident. To truly understand it, we must look deeper into the show and what made it so successful. Craftsmanship and storytelling. What made American Restoration different from other reality shows was its unique mix of skilled craftsmanship and compelling storytelling. Unlike many reality TV series that focus only on drama or surface-level makeovers, American Restoration offered a deep, genuine look at the art of restoration. Each episode featured a new restoration project, showing a diverse range of items from vintage jukeboxes and iconic gas pumps to classic bicycles and detailed slot machines. The variety of projects made sure there was always something new and interesting for viewers to enjoy. The show took viewers on a detailed journey through the entire restoration process. It started with finding the item, often in a state of disrepair, rusty and seemingly beyond saving. Rick Dale and his team at Rick's Restorations would then look at the damage and make a plan to bring the item back to life. This first phase was crucial as it set the stage for the careful work that was to follow. Once the plan was in place, viewers got an in-depth look at the careful restoration process. This included everything from taking apart the item and cleaning each part to fixing and replacing damaged parts. The team often had to make missing parts from scratch, using traditional methods and modern techniques to make sure everything was authentic. Each step was carefully documented, giving a fascinating look into the world of restoration. But American Restoration was not just about the mechanics and technical stuff of restoration. The show looked deeply into the history of each item, exploring where it came from, why it was important, and the role it played in its heyday. Whether it was a jukebox that once brought joy to a 1950s diner, or a gas pump from a long-forgotten service station, the historical context added a layer of depth and education to the series. This historical exploration made the show both informative and entertaining, giving viewers a chance to learn about the past while watching the transformation of these objects. One of the most compelling parts of American Restoration was the emotional connections people had with their items. Many of the restorations were requested by people who had deep sentimental attachments to the objects, often passed down through generations. These items were not just antiques. They were cherished family treasures, each with its own unique story. The show frequently featured heartwarming stories of family members bringing in items that held special memories, such as a grandfather's beloved bike or a mother's treasured slot machine. Seeing these cherished items restored to their former glory was a moving experience for both the owners and the audience. The emotional impact of the restorations added a powerful dimension to the show. It wasn't just about fixing old things. It was about preserving memories and honoring the past. The reactions of the clients when they saw their restored items for the first time were often filled with tears of joy and gratitude, creating some of the most memorable moments of the series. The series also had a deep nostalgic appeal, reminding viewers of a bygone era when things were built to last. In an age of throwaway goods and rapid technological advancement, American Restoration offered a refreshing reminder of the value of preserving history and the craftsmanship of the past. The restored items, whether they were vintage jukeboxes, antique gas pumps, or classic bicycles, served as real links to the past, bringing back memories and stories from simpler times. American Restoration successfully blended skilled craftsmanship, compelling storytelling, historical education, and emotional connections. This unique combination made it stand out in the crowded landscape of reality television, offering viewers a show that was not only entertaining, but also deeply meaningful. But that's not all. The team behind American Restoration also proved crucial for the show's success, leaving viewers even more confused when a tragic accident caused the ending of their beloved series. Asterisk. The team captivated viewers as the show's popularity grew. Rick Dale and his team quickly became household names. Their genuine passion for their work, combined with their engaging personalities, made viewers love them. Rick, with his rugged charm and deep knowledge of restoration, became a beloved figure, The dynamic and often funny interactions among the team members added a layer of warmth and relatability to the show. The team's chemistry and friendship made it clear that they were not just co-workers, but a family bound together by their love for their craft. The fame brought by American Restoration went beyond the television screen. Rick and his team were invited to various events, conventions, and antique shows, where they were greeted by enthusiastic fans, eager to meet the people behind their favorite show. These events gave fans a chance to connect with Rick and his team, ask questions, and even bring their own treasured items for potential restoration. The shop, Rick's Restorations in Las Vegas, became a must-visit destination for fans from around the world. Visitors flocked to the shop, hoping to catch a glimpse of the team in action and to see firsthand the incredible work they had. Admired on television. The series showed not only the art of restoration, but also the importance of family, hard work, and passion for one's craft. Rick's Restorations was a family-run business, and this family aspect was an important part of the show's charm. Viewers were able to see the deep bonds between Rick, his wife Kelly, his son Tyler, and his brother, Ron, as well as the other team members who were like extended family. The show emphasized the values of teamwork, perseverance, and dedication, highlighting the idea that true craftsmanship requires not just skill, but also heart and soul. The combination of these elements made American Restoration a standout in the realm of reality television. The series showed that with hard work, dedication, and a deep passion for one's craft, it is possible to transform not only objects, but also lives. This powerful message, coupled with the fascinating restoration projects and the engaging personalities of Rick and his team, made sure that American Restoration would leave a lasting impact on its audience and the world of reality television. Despite all this success and popularity, American Restoration surprisingly came to an end. Viewers were left wondering what tragic event had caused the ending of their beloved show. The beginning of the end. As the popularity of American Restoration grew, so did the pressures of constant filming and meeting deadlines. The intense schedule made it increasingly hard for Rick and his team to balance the demands of the show with the day-to-day operations of their business. The shop, which had initially been a place of creativity and passion, was now under the constant watch of the cameras. Every project had to be completed within tight timelines to fit the filming schedule, which often meant long hours and added stress. The constant presence of the film crew also began to take a toll on the team's morale. The shop's environment, once filled with the joy of crafting and restoring, started to feel more like a set for a reality TV show. The pressure to perform and deliver high-quality restorations on a strict timeline was huge. It was made even worse by the need to create engaging content for the show, which sometimes conflicted with the careful and time-consuming nature of true restoration work. But that's not all. Among these mounting pressures, creative differences between Rick and the show's producers started to surface. Rick had a clear vision of what he wanted American Restoration to be, a show that celebrated the art of restoration and the historical significance of the items being restored. He valued authenticity and wanted to make sure that the restorations were done correctly and with respect for the original craftsmanship. The producers, on the other hand, were focused on creating dramatic and engaging content that would keep viewers hooked. They pushed for more scripted elements and manufactured drama to enhance the show's entertainment value. This often meant cutting corners on the restoration process or prioritizing speed over quality. Rick was uncomfortable with these changes and felt that they compromised the integrity of the work and the authenticity of the show. These creative differences led to numerous conflicts and heated discussions. Rick found himself increasingly frustrated with the direction the show was taking. He felt that the producers were prioritizing entertainment over the quality of the restorations and the educational value of the show. This frustration began to affect his enthusiasm and dedication to the series, until it reached a breaking point. Breaking point. The breaking point came in 2014, when the producers made a decision that Rick could not stand behind. They wanted to introduce more scripted drama into the episodes, creating conflicts and scenarios that Rick felt were dishonest and fake. This was a step too far for Rick, who had always prided himself on the genuine nature of his work and the heartfelt stories that went with each restoration. Rick voiced his concerns loudly and clearly, but the producers were stubborn. They believed that this new direction was necessary to keep the show's ratings high and ensure its continued success. The clash between Rick's principles and the producers' demands reached a point where it couldn't be fixed, leading the channel to make a tragic decision that would eventually prove to be fatal for American Restoration. Asterisk, asterisk. Rick Dale's sudden departure from the show, asterisk, asterisk, in a surprising and controversial move. The History Channel decided to replace Rick Dale and his entire team with a new cast of characters. But instead of giving the show new life, this tragic accident led to the ending of American Restoration. The focus of the show shifted to 5 different shops across the country, each of which brought its own specialization and expertise to the series. Body Stud Industries in Los Angeles, which focused on classic cars. Wheels Through Time in North Carolina, known for vintage motorcycles. Bob's Garage in Detroit, specializing in neon signs. Steve's Restorations and Hot Rods in New York, tackling custom vehicles. And Monkey Business in Las Vegas, working on unique vintage items. Despite the diverse skills and backgrounds of the new cast, they struggled to capture the same magic and connection that Rick Dale and his original team had with viewers. The show lacked the unity and emotional depth that had made it a fan favorite. The sudden departure of Rick and his team, who had become the heart and soul of American Restoration, shocked and disappointed many loyal viewers. Rick's restorations had been the central anchor of the show, and without it, the series felt broken apart. Let's look into this decision and how it impacted the show's ratings and popularity. Asterisk. Asterisk. Mixed reactions and declining ratings. Asterisk. Asterisk. The revamped 7th season of American Restoration, which was released in January 2016, 2 years after the end of Season 6, got mixed reactions from viewers and critics alike. While some appreciated the introduction of new shops and the variety of projects, many loyal fans were unhappy with the changes. Not only did the new format lack unity and emotional depth, but most of the viewers only tuned in to watch Rick restoring antique items with his own hands. After him, they had no reason to watch the show. Without the central anchor of Rick's restorations and the genuine passion of Rick and his team, the show felt fragmented and lost some of its appeal. In the middle of the confusion, Rick posted a video urging fans to voice their concerns on the official American Restoration website. However, he did not address the reasons behind the History Channel's decision to remove him and his crew from the show, and the situation remains unconfirmed to this day. It seems viewers listened to his plea and expressed their dissatisfaction on social media and online forums, complaining about the loss of the original cast and the show's authentic charm. The new cast members, though skilled in their respective fields, struggled to establish the same connection with the audience. The emotional connections that had been a hallmark of the series were noticeably absent. As a result, the show's ratings began to decline. The History Channel had hoped that the new format would attract a broader audience and reinvigorate the series. But the opposite happened. The lack of continuity and the absence of the familiar faces that viewers had grown to love contributed to the show's downfall. Asterisk, asterisk. Tensions with the new team. Asterisk, asterisk. The new cast members faced the same pressures and demands that had troubled Rick and his team. The constant filming schedule, tight deadlines, and the need to create engaging content took a toll on the new shops as well. The producers continued to push for more scripted elements and manufactured drama, which further strained the working environment. Reports of conflicts and disagreements between the producers and the new cast members surfaced, echoing the issues that had led to Rick's departure. The struggle for creative control and the pressure to meet the network's expectations created a challenging and stressful atmosphere. The final nail in the coffin, despite the producers' efforts to save the series, American Restoration continued to decline. The new format and cast couldn't recreate the magic of the original show. By 2016, it was clear that American Restoration was no longer the beloved show it once was. The series, which had celebrated the art of restoration and the beauty of preserving history, was quietly cancelled. The History Channel moved on to other projects, and American Restoration faded into television history. Following his departure from the show, Rick released an emotional video message in which he reflected on his time with the show and expressed mixed feelings. While he was proud of the work he did and the impact the show had, he also acknowledged the toll it took on him and his family. The experience taught him valuable lessons about the importance of staying true to one's principles and the challenges of balancing creative integrity with the demands of reality television. Asterisk. Asterisk. What is Rick Dale doing now? Asterisk. Asterisk. Today, Rick Dale continues to do what he loves most, restoring pieces of history and sharing his passion with the world. His shop remains a testament to his dedication to craftsmanship and authenticity. Visitors from around the globe come to see where the magic happened and to meet the man who brought so many cherished items back to life. Rick's story is a reminder of the complexities and challenges of the reality TV world. It highlights the importance of staying true to one's values and the impact of behind-the-scenes dynamics on what viewers see on screen. While American Restoration has moved on, Rick Dale's legacy in the world of restoration continues to inspire and captivate those who appreciate the art of bringing history back to life. Asterisk, asterisk. The legacy of American Restoration, asterisk, asterisk. Though American Restoration is no longer on the air, its impact on the world of antique restoration remains significant. The show inspired countless individuals to explore the art of restoration and to appreciate the value of preserving historical items. Rick Dale and his team became ambassadors for the craft, showing the importance of hard work, dedication, and a love for history. The series also left a lasting mark on popular culture, showing that reality television could be both entertaining and educational. The show's influence can still be seen in the many restoration-focused programs that followed in its footsteps. The decision to overhaul the show's format and replace the original cast was a gamble that ultimately didn't pay off. It highlighted the risks of straying too far from what made a show special in the first place. For fans, the departure of Rick and his team was a reminder that even the most beloved shows can change in ways that aren't always for the better. Despite its eventual downfall, American Restoration left a lasting impact on the world of reality television and the field of antique restoration. The show inspired countless individuals to explore the art of restoration and to appreciate the value of preserving historical items. What do you think about the showrunner's decision to revamp the show? Let us know in the comments. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, and for more such interesting videos, take a look at the channel. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.